Good morning. So last week was a pretty bad week for our chickens here on the homestead. There were 3 significant events that happened and a 4th future one that I'm probably going to need your help with. So the first one that happened deals with this wonderful chicken coop. I would not recommend this coop to anybody. Came out one morning and all the chickens are already out. And that's because the entire bottom plate had fallen. So this entire bottom plate had fallen down. It had really insignificant supports on the sides. So we had to dig this out. In order to get this out, we had to rip this bottom beam apart and replace that. The way it is right now, this bottom tray that's supposed to slide back and forth to let you empty it out, that's never coming out. Ever again. Ever. Well, I'm glad I could open that door for you ladies. When you've got a bad back and you're fighting with this thing, oh yeah, this took like an all-day event to fix this one. So that was the first event. Our second event has to do with our 16 chicks that we were able to hatch out from our Easter eggers. We left them in the brooder. They had feathered out, looked pretty hardy, looked pretty good to go. So we moved them into our mobile chicken wagon. Then the temps dropped to about 28 degrees. One morning got down to 22. So we moved the entire chicken wagon into the garage, hoping that would at least keep them a little bit warmer. We ended up losing 8 of them. So the 16 chickens we hatched, we have 8 remaining, and they're back in a brooder. The third event that happened because of this one right here. This is a chicken called Hey Hey now. She's the bottom of the pecking order of our Easter eggers. And for some reason, Chester, our rooster, really enjoyed pecking on her. Picked on her so bad that the back of her head was bloody. So our chicken wagon has now become a mobile chicken hospital until she recovers. Oh, it was bad. Blood everywhere. It was horrible. But now she's in there safe and sound. This is the inside. She has food and water in the front. The front's open. Roosting boxes. So she's recovering. Back of her head is all scabbed over. No more blood. And so with any luck, she's on her way to recover. We're going to give her about 3 or 4 days because this coop is going to be her new permanent home. And in the midst of all that, we were able to get a lot of things cleared out. Wood chipping still happened. We were able to get a lot of things burned, a lot of the downed trees from the winter done. Here around the silos all cleared out now, which is one of our goals here, is to start reclaiming the areas of the field so eventually one day we can get the fences done and get sheep or goats here on the homestead. We were able update on the little kittens. We don't know where the black and white or the orange little kitten went to, but we have seen baby gray, and when she is not able to get mice on her own, we feed her right off the back porch. Just keep her up near the house. She's totally wild, won't even come near us. Now I can tell you that since we took Hey Hey out of the flock here and out of the equation, it seems like things are much calmer here in the chicken yard. Maybe she was just a problem chicken, we don't know. But since she's been gone, there hasn't been a whole lot of fighting, not a whole lot of scrambling, not a whole lot of noise. These guys have been peacefully doing chicken things. So all that happened in the span of about 4 days. The cheap store-bought chicken coop decided that it was done. The bottom fell out, chickens running loose everywhere. Me having to go in and fight and get that thing back together. And it's been modified now. It'll probably survive the rest of this year, but we're gonna have to build another one. That's all there is to it. That coop's not gonna last for much longer. I'm surprised it lasted the winter. The second event was the loss of the 8 little baby chicks. Luckily, we did still save the other 8. They're back in the brooder indoors. The third event was finding Chester, our rooster, just maliciously going after Hey Hey, attacking the back of her head to where blood is running everywhere. It was a horrible nightmare. And the fourth thing that I'm going to need your advice on and your help with, leave a comment below if you can, is we want to take Hey Hey after about 3 days of her getting used to that being her new coop. I want to take the new 8 pullets, because they're fully feathered out now, and now the weather is getting warmer, lows of 40. I want to take those 8 and put them in with Hey Hey in that coop, so she becomes hopefully a mama chicken to those 8. Teach them what to do, teach them how to be chickens, and then that mobile coop will go down further down the hill, and we'll enclose that in a poultry net, and that will be their new enclosure until they're grown up enough, and we'll see what happens from there. So your recommendations, please, below, if you raise chickens, or how to do that, or if that's a good idea, or where we should go from here. But yeah, last week was a bad week for poultry here on the homestead. First time we're losing animals, first time we've lost any of the chickens. So yeah, it was rough. So again, comment below if you can, and we'll see you soon.